Hi Sue, hi Shibon.
Hi.
So the first user story is ELT1709. As a developer, I need to do the admin level changes provided by PO for peers and readers. As an admin, I need the reader's order page updated so it's accurate. So this is for adding the countries in buy online from these local countries page. So we have added the given list of countries to our page.
Do they all open in a new window, Trinity?
Sorry, Sim?
Do all the links open in a new window?
Yes.
They do.
Yes, you. It is. It will go to the new window.
Great.
And the next task is as an admin, I need the reader's order page updated. Okay, this is to add this new content next to the line don't see your country in the list. So we have added this content and we have made the font size small.
Thank you.
So the next story is ELT1712. As a developer, I need to do the admin level changes provided by PO for English.com. So the first task under this story is as an admin, I need the privacy policy page updated so that all information is accurate. This is to remove UK's phone number in the content. This is production page. So I'll move to the next test page. Here we have removed the phone number for the UK.
Great, thanks.
So the next task is as an admin, I need the captcha added to our phone so that spam is reduced. So our QA Valiyapan will have some comments to provide.
Actually, so as per the story, we had tree capture here. This tree capture will do the automatic robotic works. So if there is so many hit at a time, it will automatically block the users to submit the forms. So it has some certain time interval. If the users hit the screens in certain intervals, it will allow him to submit the form. If the users continuously hit the server without any some time gap, so this will block him to submit the form.
Sounds great.
It has some time interval. We have checked it. Actually, it comes around 2.5 minutes per day, and sometimes it is blocking for 2 minutes itself. It's depend upon the IP and depend upon the timing. It is we are able to block the users by hitting continuously. Do this.
Sorry, I don't really understand. We can't hear you very well. And if you just could go through again what you've just said, please.
Okay, sure. For this story, we have added reCAPTCHA, Google product. Yeah, reCAPTCHA. What here does means it will block the users to hit the submit form continuously. It has some time interval. The user hits it between 1 minute so many times. No, it will block the users to submit the form. If the users hit it in a certain time of period, it will allow the user to submit the form. So the reCAPTCHA here does the process.
Are you saying that you haven't used the reCAPTCHA functionality within FormStack?
Yes, you actually in the form stack form admin panel, we have only one option to add the reCAPTCHA, so which is a hidden reCAPTCHA. We can't because Google is providing some multiple CAPTCHA technique for us. The latest technology is the hidden reCAPTCHA. So this is the thing we have in the form stack admin panel, so that's why we have implemented this one. Actually we were searching for the normal Google captcha, which is what once the user fill all the data forms and we need to check the captcha, then only the user can submit the form. So this is the thing we were expecting, but unfortunately we don't have this option in the form stack. So that's why we have implemented the hidden reCAPTCHA.
So what does the user experience when you have hidden reCAPTCHA? I don't really understand what hidden means. Does that mean that the user doesn't see it?
I'll explain. Actually,
did you demonstrate? I can only see the top of the form here. I can't see anything else.
Yeah. So this is the concept for the hidden reCAPTCHA. So this is not visible for the end user. This is a hidden one, and the user won't do anything in the captcha field. So this is a hidden, and it will be automatically identify the spam users and identify the API hits, and it is working only with the time interval. For example, if a user submit one form and the next the user have an individual IP address. So next time, if the user hit the same user hit the database with using the same IP address, and it will calculate whether we have the time difference. So if the time difference is very less, then it will be automatically block that IP, and the data won't be stored in the database. So this is the concept for the hidden captcha.
Okay, I get you. So what you're saying is that you've set it at either 1 minute or 2 minutes. I couldn't get that. And if that same IP address tries to use the same form within that time frame, they can't submit it.
Yes, that is the algorithm. That is the algorithm for the hidden reCAPTCHA by Google.
Okay, and so does the page display? Because at the bottom right, does it display a sign that says protected by reCAPTCHA?
Mm.
The page displays that. Is that displayed to the user protected by reCAPTCHA, or is it just completely hidden?
Oh. 1 second, Sue.
No, sorry, we've just seen it ourselves. Siobhan's just put the live page up.
Yeah,
okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, if we implement this page by iframe, then this captcha symbol will come to you.
Okay, so are you saying that wherever we use a form stack form now, wherever we embed one, even if it's on the Pearson ELT site, this hidden reCAPTCHA is activated?
Yeah, if we include the include this page as iframe, then definitely the hidden reCAPTCHA will be automatically added in the iframe. So if we use the form with use the HTML elements, then it won't be reflect in that page view.
So only if it's used, the form is used as an iframe?
Yes.
Okay.
Two possibilities are there. So if we use the iframe, then no need to do anything in the page, or else if we use the HTML element and we need to remove the reCAPTCHA from the form stack, and we have to add the form we have to add the CAPTCHA in the page. For example, if we add this form in the pearsonelt.com as a HTML format, then definitely we have to add the reCAPTCHA or any other CAPTCHA in Pearson ELT site only, not for the form stack. So if we add a reCAPTCHA in a form stack, and definitely we need to use this page as iframe only.
Okay, fine. All right, thank you. Thanks, I understand now. Thanks a lot. That sounds good.
Thanks you.
So the next task is, as an admin, I need vanity URLs from english.com/JSC to pearsonelt.com/JSC. So we have created the vanity URLs for the URLs which is mentioned in this comment column highlighted. So this will automatically redirect to the Pearson ELT site. As like that, we have created a vanity URLs for the two URLs you mentioned. So both these URLs will redirect to the.
Yep.
So the next task is ELT 169.
Oh, sorry, could we just go back to the spreadsheet, please?
Okay, Sri.
Could we look at, commercial usage, is that one set up?
Sorry, Sue?
Could we just look at this one and test commercial usage, line 15? And commercial, I set up two vanity URLs to the same page. Great, thanks.
You want me to check the next one also, Sue?
No, that's fine. So I put a note under the in red on. Would you just mind scrolling to the right so I can remind myself of that note? So yeah, so the teacher help page. I wanted to ask whether that was a Drupal page or a TTK web app page. So line 16, that URL. What's the answer to that? Because I get confused with the URLs with our TTK, where they're like spoofing the English.com website, and I can't tell whether they're the app page or not.
The highlighted URL is that you are asking us, Sue?
Yes, I'm asking that line 16 highlighted URL. Is that a Drupal page, an English.com Drupal page?
Yes,
or is it a
Drupal page.
TK web app page?
It is a Drupal page.
It's a Drupal page. So you manage that content, right?
Yes, you.
Yeah. There's a redirect requested, I think. It might come through Vina, and because Catherine Hayes is trying to redirect that one to the current GSE page.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so if you provide us the URL, we'll redirect this to.
Okay.
Shall I move on to this tasks view?
Yes, please.
So ELT 1696, as an admin, I need a vanity URL in the place for gold experience so that customers can access the URL. This mobile practice URL will redirect to Pearson ELT's mobile practice page.
Thank you. So our English.com redirect is in this character. Yeah. This one.
Also redirects me to story. So this is the story for redirecting the English.com homepage to PSN homepage. So actually, I have made this redirection in test server. Will redirect to the PSN.com homepage. So once we move the go to stage and production, that time we will do the same admin settings in stage and production.
Sorry, was that you talking, Balaji?
Yes, it's
Yes.
Balaji.
Yes.
You're so far away from the microphone, it's really hard to hear you.
Okay. Am I audible now, Shiv?
Feels like you're kind of very far away from the microphone because it's very faint. Just wanted to ask you, so when, as you can imagine, when English.com repoints to PearsonELT.com, there will be no further access to the English.com current website.
Yes, you.
Unless you've got a specific student resources URL handed to you through some other method. So that's fine. The stage after that is for us to actually begin to decommission the content.
Okay.
But that is, I'm guessing that can't really be done until we have sorted out what happens with the student resources. Is that the case? Or do we need to move the student resources and the blog off of English.com before we decommission the website in its entirety?
Okay. 1 second, Sue. Sue?
Hi.
Thanks for holding, Sue. Actually, you were asking about you were asking about the student resources page after the decommissioning the English.com, right?
Yes, yeah. What's the impact? Or could we decommission all of the content on English.com and just perhaps put up a holding page for the student resources, or do we have to wait until student resources have moved off?
Actually, we are planning for create a new subdomain under the pearsonelt.com. So, for example, as you said already, we can create a resources.pearsonelt. So, something related to this, we can create any other subdomain, and that subdomain we can able to control from our end. And we can't able to access the pearsonelt.com, but in the subdomain, if we get the permission for the subdomain, then we can manage the subdomain under the pearsonelt.com. So we can keep all the contents, all the student resources, contents and assets, everything in the subdomain. And this is one option. So same like we can implement the blog too. For example, blog.pearsonelt.com. So like this, we can create it. And so this is I think this is the correct process to maintaining all the assets, files, and the entire blog section in a single place.
Balaji, where is that work happening and who is directing that work?
This is not started. It's you. He's providing his suggestion to you. How can we manage student resources? You asked us the question, so he suggested options.
Okay, I see. Fine. I can see the sense of that, but can we put a Jira story together for this next sprint? That's a spike or a POC, so that we capture conversations about this.
Okay, sure.
And options, because there's a lot of senior people looking at the domains that we're using now and in the future. And also there's a lot of rules around using subdomains and what have you. So I'll probably set up a Jira story.
Okay.
So that we can just discuss in that story and keep everything captured. That the potential to move resources and blog onto subdomains.
Okay, sure.
Thanks.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Okay, should we carry on?
The next task is ELT 1698. As an admin, I need the newsletter sign up form updated so that this task is to change the drop down country Hong Kong SAR to Hong Kong/China. For example, I am opening So here you can see we have changed the Hong Kong SAR to Hong Kong/China. As like that, we have changed the form which appears in the sidebar and form which appears near the footer. Here also.
We are using the same form with the homepage also.
We are using the same form in blog homepage.
Yeah, blog homepage.
So we have
The same newsletter form, yeah. Two different methods. Guys, can I just ask you the newsletter form that you just showed us?
Yes, you.
What is that built in? Which is it? Is it a Wufoo or a form stack?
One second.
1 second, you.
This one, this orange one.
Wufoo. Wufoo Forms View.
Could you show me? Look, I'm just in. If I show my screen.
Okay.
Wait, I have to stop sharing my screen.
Can you see me? Can
Yes.
you see my screen?
Yes, you.
Okay, so I'm in the Wufoo account. Is this this English.com's only Wufoo account?
1 second, you.
Just a second, Sue. We are also opening the Wufoo account in our lab.
Anything that says newsletter, sign up. Yeah, GSC, a survey at the bottom, and contact us form for GSC as well. It's getting this newsletter. It's had like zillions of accounts. I've forgotten it.
It is not a Wufoo form. It is a form stack form.
Hello?
Hi, Sue. That form is not a Wufoo form. That is a form stack form.
Which one is it? Can you show me? And I can see that you're in FormStack now.
Yes, yes. We are also searching. 1 second.
Actually, not only the code base based on the made the
Is there
design.
an identifier? So that's a form
So this
stack.
is the first step dashboard.
You want us to show where the form is in the form stack accounts, you?
Yes.
Maybe we'll check on that and we'll see the purpose as well. You actually here we implemented it as a code. We have got the code base and we have implemented it in log.
We have only the ID. Based on the ID, we need to search the forms, which one is mapped with the form stack. And Shall I send a email after the reviews you? So once I identify the form, then I'll send a separate email to you about the forms and where the forms exactly in the form stack account to. Is it okay, Sue?
Yes, that's fine to do that after this call. Can I tell you why it's important?
Okay.
The reason it's important is that there are some laws changing that cover UK and Europe jurisdiction, and the deadline for meeting the rules of these new laws is May, and it covers capture of personal data. So I need to know where we are using forms, where those forms are built, and then go through and make sure that all of the new rules are applied in those forms. So essentially, that's why I put that question to you about the WUFU forms and why I've made a JIRA story for it. And I need to do the same thing with FormStack, and I'm doing that with all of the people who have access to FormStack. So ideally, we wouldn't have forms just in code, because then we can't track that where we're using them.
Okay, so we will check on that form and reply to you.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, moving on. I think we can move on to the next one. Oh, I'll stop sharing.
Okay. Srinidhi? Okay, just a minute, see. Last task, please. The last task is ELT 1701. As an admin, I need a complete list of student resource website so that it's up to date. So I have created a Excel sheet for this. And I have listed out all the student resource URL which is available now in the live site.
Great, thank you. You did this for us a while ago, and that was the sheet that I was working off, but I'm conscious that there have been some changes, so I needed an up-to-date one.
Yes, we had a few. We have added a few other courses now, so I have I updated it to in this Excel sheet, so it is up to date.
Thank you.
So the next user story is ELT 1704. As a web manager, I want to update the reader's catalog web asset. So from this Google Sheet, we have covered all the priority ones and all the priority twos. In priority 3, we have covered up to line. We have covered up to line 128. So the remaining will be covered in the next line. So the remaining half will contain most of the priority 3 and only 1 or 2 priority 2s that is already covered.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. I think Claire had a look and checked some of those, so that was great.
Okay, sir. Okay, and next, maybe Vanyapan can cover Shake's story, then we can do. I'll stop sharing my screen. We can share. Okay. Story number 1669. Okay.
As part of the story, we have covered responsive site for mobile devices, in which we have covered iOS from 5 to 9, and include at iPhone 10 also. From Android, size inches 4.5 to 5.5. So these are the bugs we have found, and Sheikh has cleared everything, and we are retesting it. Once the retesting has been done, we will call the regression test, and it will move to production in the upcoming sprint.
Looks like a lot of bugs.
Yeah.
These are the list of bugs.
Bugs which are found in the responsive side for mobiles.
Design issues.
This includes both landscape and portrait, and specific issues related to Android as well as iOS.
Okay.
In which we have clearly mentioned it is coming in which platform, whether it is Android or iOS. So it has been fixed from UI team, and we are retesting it. Once the retesting has been done, we will cover the regression test, main test itself. Only the functional part is remaining. We will take it in the next sprint.
Okay, fine.
Has the testing for the bug fixes done or in progress?
It's in progress.
Okay, complete it as soon as possible. Okay, over to Balaji. Srinidhi, can you stop sharing, please?
Next story is ELT1713. As a web manager, I want a reader's homepage for US site visitors that links to US catalog. So this is a USA page catalog changes and the redirection for the USA users. So this is the changes between the readers.com homepage and the USA readers.com homepage. So here we made some text changes and the new catalog link changes. We have made the content changes. So,
the content, the copy change looks good there.
okay, now I'll show the redirection. So I'll change the location as United States.
Sorry, are you? Is this
Yes, you. As you.
Should we be on the ordinary, on the usual page now?
So this is the page.
I think your screen might have frozen.
Coming down, see? Fine now, see?
So what we can see at the moment is that I can see the URL is testreaders.english.com, but I'm seeing the US content. Ooh.
just enabled the USA
Oh.
IP. That's why it's coming.
Okay.
So if I loading in the India UK IP, the page won't be redirected.
So we are using an Google Chrome extension.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's why it is coming. When you're when it is used normally, our home page will come.
Sorry,
If
what did you?
if you have any other problem, can you please share your screen sheet?
Well, share my screen.
Yes.
I don't have anything on it at the moment. So yeah, I can share it, but here you go. Can you see?
Yes, I can see your screen. Uh, can you please open the test.english.com? Okay, fine. Through catalog. Okay. So I think it is working as expected. So this is the normal English.com. I mean reader's homepage, and so I have added the Google Chrome extension, which is called Browse. So we can able to change the IP address. So as of now, it is loading in Indian IP for me. It is loading the UK IP for you. So now I'm just changing the country IP as United States.
I think you want to share your screen, Balaji. Shobha.
Sorry, Kapila, did you say something to me?
No, it was to Balaji. He's
Oh.
sharing to show the Google Chrome extension and how it works.
Okay.
So now I'm just changing my IP from India to United States.
Yeah.
If I load this page, it will automatically redirect to the USA homepage.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, actually, yes, it is. The page will be automatically redirect only for the USA users. So in the USA based countries IPs. So other
Yeah.
than USA IPs, the page, the normal reader's page will be loaded.
Can you scroll down so we can see the USA content?
Yeah. So this is the USA content.
That's great.
Okay.
That's great. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So next is a story. It's a spike as a blog user. I want a follow button. So actually, we have added the two opinions. One is the WP follow button, and another one is Mailchimp configuration. So before that, we were using the Mailchimp already in English.com blog page. So in few months ago, we have disabled the Mailchimp form and all the data which is coming under the Mailchimp. So I think we can go with the Mailchimp. So Mailchimp is the easiest way to add the subscription and follow things to the users, and we can maintain the dashboard also in the Mailchimp login. We prefer Mailchimp is good for the WordPress pages.
Okay. And we've got a Mailchimp account, haven't we?
Yes. So I'm just I search whether we have the previous login pages, login credentials for the Mailchimp or not. So if we have the same Mailchimp account, then we can use the same. So if the license is expired, then definitely we need to create a new MailChimp credentials here.
Do you know which details you've already got?
Could you please come again, Sue?
Do you know which login details you already have?
Yeah, actually, we have some in last time Stephanie has provided me the MailChimp credentials in 1 year before, I think. So we have the old credential. Now we'll just check whether the credential is working or not. So if it is working, then we can use the same credential. So if it is not working, then definitely we need to create a new credential for MailChimp login, Shivan.
Okay. Do you want me to just send you the login details?
Yeah,
And you can
sure,
check?
sure. Yeah, I need to find. So once I find, then I'll check and let you know the details.
Okay.
And the task like this as a web manager, I want data sites to load more quickly. So actually, we have analyzed the entire structure for the page meters, and we have come up with a solution. So as of now, we are using the JSON data to load all the content in the PSN meters. So JSON is the single file. Actually, we are using more than 500 or 600 products in a single JSON file. So, but in the product landing page, I mean product listing page or search listing page, we are just displaying only the 10 products per page. So this is the concept actually we are using now, but it's a static JSON only, so we can't handle it like a database. SQL. So definitely in each and every single page. So once the user loaded a single page and the entire JSON will be loaded first in the page, then only the structure will be loaded. So that is the reason the page is loading some much slowly now. So if we change this concept from the normal JSON content to the database structure, database I mean Google Service database structure, then definitely we can increase the entire site speed, not only for the search categories, also including the product landing and product listing and all the features.
Balaji, this is a lot of work to change the way that the JSON is called.
Yeah, actually, first I'll clarify about the JSON. So JSON is like a static contents. So we can create a multiple we can create a multiple datas in a single JSON list, and we can use the datas like a database. So we can directly get the datas based on the JSON queries. But the only thing is that, so if we use a single product in that entire JSON list, and definitely we need to include the entire JSON. So first of all, so once the page is loading, the before page loading, the entire JSON will be downloaded from the server. Then only the functionality, the select queries and the displaying functionalities and everything is working after the downloading, after the download of JSON. So that's why we are getting time because we have more than 600 products in the JSON file.
Yeah.
So it will be loading one by one. So that is the reason we are getting the site too. So actually, this is not a concept for the CMS. So if we go to the CMS, and definitely we need to create the entire thing as a dynamic. But unfortunately, I was not the developer at the beginning time. So somebody has created this project like this. So this is not a proper way. We can't go with the CMS site with using the static data. So we need to go with the dynamic data only, that so that we can speed up the entire site. So as of now, we are now following the completely. We are following wrong process for the peers and readers products. So definitely we need to work for it. So we need to change entire structure as dynamic. I mean the database way. That's why we can add the product title, and we can change or modify anything. We can directly do it in our admin panel. So if we go to this way, and definitely we can reduce the site speed. The site will be loaded in 2 or 3 seconds or each and every single product and such category and everything, we can increase the speed. So, but if we go to the same way like this, because in the beginning time, there was created only 30 to 40 products. So that is the information we got the previous developer. So we have included 30 to 40 pages. So that time there was thought that so it is a very limited product only. So we can go with the JSON. So that's why they have implemented with the JSON format. Now we have more than 600, 700 products in the peers and readers. So in future, if we increase the product or the JSON size, definitely the site will be loaded too slow compared to this current loading time.
Okay, so I understand what you're saying. A technical solution was evolved for 30 products that doesn't fit 600 products. But I don't know whether I want to make any changes, any large-scale changes right now when this is a website that needs to be migrated to PMC by the end of the year. So because the issue is so structural, it's such a functional issue, I think we'll need to leave it. Because what I think we need to do is have a solution to the whole reader's catalogue being in PMC or AEM or central solution for the CMS. So I think it's been interesting to know this, but I don't think we can go anywhere with it without making a real structural change to the way that the website works. And I don't think that's worth it when it's going to migrate to another system.
Okay, sure. Sure.
But thanks for explaining though.
Okay, thank you, Shiva. So that's it from my end. I think. So I think we have completed the review.
Shall we move on with backlog grooming then, Sue?
I think we've got a question before we move ahead on it's the last sprint, ELT 1594.
1594. Search it in the search box. ELT 159. Okay. WSC references. Yes, you.
I think so. We have seen the new user story you have added in the backlog. So actually, the WSC reference is missed in the 4 pages. So the QA has missed those 4 pages in production. So that was the issue. So we have so there is no need to create a story for this one because we have fixed now. So we have updated. We have removed the WSA reference in all the 4 pages now. So it's working as expected in test stage and production environment now. And this sprint we are planning for creating a database query searching for the WSA removal. So we need to search the entire database SQL queries about the WSE and our Wall Street English reference. So if we find anything in the database, and we can delete that once.
Okay. So I'm glad you said that because yesterday I had the director in charge of the WSE project wrote to me with these live links to WSE references. And Siobhan and I were confused because we thought the work had been done.
Yeah.
So we felt like there had been some kind of parallel universe or something because we were convinced that we had done the work already. And then when we went to look at the web pages, there they were, still references to WSE. So are you saying that it was a QA failure?
That was a miss from the team, Sue.
Okay, and I guess also it's a UAT failure on our end as well because we didn't check everything and we didn't spot it either.
We have missed a few references, it seems.
So this piece of work on WSE is high level, lots of attention on it. So I'm glad you're going to look through the database again. There are two approaches to content when it's found with the WSE reference, and this has come from the mergers and acquisitions team. So if the content is saying, so I'm happy for you to raise specific issues with me, and I'll tell you how they need to be dealt with. So the first one is if we're claiming that we're still part of WSE, we're still the same business, definitely that has to be removed. But the second category doesn't necessarily have to be removed, and that's where it's a historical news item or blog item that was correct at the time. So, we've got an item from 2 years ago that says, we were part of the part of Wall Street English, and then those references don't have to be removed. We would just make sure that there was no live link to a WSC website from our site.
Sure, sure.
Do you see the difference?
Yes, you. We'll just make sure that we need to remove the entire WSC reference. We will take this as a high priority for tomorrow. So tomorrow we need to analyze the entire database and we need to do the database testing. So we can figure out all the data in database directly because it is as it is CMS, so we can directly get into all the details in the database. So once we finish the database testing, so we can identify all the WS. If it is any other links or any other text related to the WSE, so we can directly get it from the database testings, and we won't. So there is no chance to miss anything in the live set. So tomorrow we need to do that process as first. So if we find any other extra WSC reference in live site for the both English.com and blog, definitely we'll just remove those things for tomorrow.
But I would suggest that you share the links with myself and Siobhan first, and we tell you how to deal with them.
Okay, sure.
And the other thing I would say is that is it worth looking through readers.english.com? Or is there not really any likelihood of it referencing WSE? So, I don't think there is much likelihood actually.
So I think we have only the 20 to 25 standard pages in the readers.english.com. So we have checked all the pages. So there is no more extra pages in the readers.english.com. But anyway, we'll just do the database testing for readers too. So if we find any other thing related to the WSC, definitely we'll just send the report by tomorrow.
Thank you. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
So yeah, we can go to the backlog.
Okay, sure. One 743. As an admin, I need a blog page removed because it can't be accessed. Okay. So this is like a task on. Just can we get the check? It's on.
This is also the same form we are using in the sidebar footer. So this is a form stack form, and we are using here as a HTML elements.
Okay. So it'll be the same ID when you find the ID and send it to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
as a task.
But we will have it as a story. Yeah, and because we need to analyze first. If we face any other problem, then definitely we need to.
Okay. And move on to the next one. I think this we have covered. I need all WC from the problem.
This one is completed. No, this story is completed just now.
Sure.
So,
I'll just close it.
it's coming.
Yeah, we're just going to have to move our out of our room.
It's clear now.
Papa, no, we're just going to move.
Yeah. Sorry, Sue? Oh, okay. She's
Just
moving.
moving because
Okay, wait.
we've lost our room. We've got to find another room. Hang on a sec.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, thank you. Lovely, thanks. That's okay. We found somewhere now.
Okay, so shall we continue?
Yes.
Okay. This one is clear.
We have
This page, about us page.
also.
We removed a WSC from our family.
Here we have the some WSC reference in the last paragraph saying our key businesses include.
Yeah, that link needs to be removed.
It's done. It's just the cache clearance.
I'll just clear the entire.
Okay.
Done now.
Cache it.
Yeah, okay.
All the 4 links
Has been completed.
completed.
In all the 3 environments, test, stage, and production. This has been updated.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Moving on to the next one. As an admin, I need CAPTCHA added to our form so that spam is reduced. I have a list of forms here.
Because we are using all the forms as a HTML element, so we are not using the PSN form stack forms as iframe. So we don't need to create a captcha in the form stack. We need to create a captcha in all the forms in English.com, and we need to create it internally in our site.
Balaji,
Yes, you.
where these forms are in use on Pearson ELT website, we are using them as an iframe.
Okay. Then we'll do one thing. We can because as of now we are just using these forms as a HTML elements. So we need to remove we can create a captcha in the Pearson form stack, and we need to remove our existing form, and we can use the same form as iframe in both the English.com and blog. So this is the only one possibility to have the entire form structure with captcha in English.com too.
Okay.
Okay, then we need to do it for all the pages, so it will take some more time. So we need to create it as a story.
So, Shibon, can we just have this as a story? Okay. Do you want anything to be changed? Description or?
No need.
Okay, next one, 1740. As an admin, I need the blog feed updated so that it links to the correct place. story?
Actually, I have already read the description. So it is looking like a bug in the blog feeds, and we are clear now, and we will just work on it first.
Okay. Period of clarification. Confirmations.
So everything is clearly mentioned.
Okay. Next 1716. Bug. Local office executive form.
Actually, I got the code base yesterday from Angel, Nicole. Yesterday from Nicole, I didn't check the code now, so I'll check it, and if everything is fixed now, then definitely we need to pull this user story, and we'll fix the bugs.
Thank you.
You are there.
Ah,
So you're
yes.
okay with this, right? Okay. Then 1708. Oh, task from the previous print. Okay, then fine. Then 1735. With manager, I want to track forms capturing personal data so I can comply with GDPR.
Forms used in English.com. Okay, this is we need to find the forms and forms data.
So I think I can probably help you make it simpler. So first of all, I need you to identify any Woohoo accounts that you're using that are not this one that I showed you earlier. The Woohoo form that I showed you earlier. So if I just screen share again.
Okay.
Just to remind you.
Okay.
So this is the Woohoo account that I got access to. Balaji, I think you created this account. I think you're listed as creator of this account. Here.
Okay.
Yes, actually, this account has created by Stephanie. So after Stephanie moved to the account, administrator has moved to the
You.
yes. So,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So what I need to do is I need to make sure that these forms, if they are live forms, then we're moving them to form stack. So I know that this first one here, the live form, it sits on our Pearson ELT site, and I'm in discussions with I think his name is Raja from Venus team. Looks after to understand if there's any integration between this form and any reporting that he does into Tableau, because I want to rebuild this form in FormStack and then implement the capture that we've been talking about and any other data opt-ins that we need to do in order to comply with this new law. Then the other forms on this list down here, I believe that all of these forms are not being used because the pages that they were on were old English.com pages that we've not recreated, or that we've put onto Pearson ELT, but we don't need the forms. And then there's just one here. I just need to know where this form's being used. I don't know if you've got any way of finding that out.
She's asking where this form has been used in the set. Yes.
So essentially, the two forms that I'm interested in are this one at the top, accessibility teacher toolkit. That form is in use anywhere else other than our Pearson ELT website, I need to know. And then this one at the bottom, contact us. If that's in use anywhere, I kind of need to know. And I also just need you to confirm that this is the only form tool that you're using for English.com.
We'll explore on it and let you by tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, she's asking for only the first one, right? So that thing we can let her know by tomorrow. And the other thing,
Sharing.
So that's fine. That's just all I need to know for that one.
How to archive the interactive tool. Seven. 8.8. Explain this. Can you please explain about this group?
Well, we kind of talked about it earlier. So English.com, if it gets redirected to PearsonELT.com, then we won't have any traffic anymore to the English.com website. But the blog users will still be able to get to the blog from PearsonELT.com because we've embedded the blog on the home page, and we're going to create more links to the blog there. And then anyone who's using the student resources on English.com can get to them by direct vanity URLs or through the LT site. So we're now in a position, I believe, to be able to take the homepage traffic from English.com to PearsonLT.com.
Okay, just a minute.
Yeah, Siobhan's saying that this is repeated, that it's in the current sprint as well.
last week we have did the same thing. We have
And the thing which you explained, is that what will be the people who are hitting URL directly? What
will redirecting to the PSN.
then we are done, right? Yes.
Also have completed last one.
So I think then that this is a duplicate.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think we discussed it in another story.
Sorry, Sue?
I think we discussed it earlier, didn't we? And it's in the current sprint.
I think in the which sprint, Balaji, number? Current sprint.
Now I show the 10.
Okay, it's in the current sprint. Let me get you the number. This is for GSC. No, it's 1697. 1697. Balaji, I got it.
Okay.
169.
Okay.
This is the one, Sue.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just that one. Yeah, exactly. So we dealt with the other content pages on English.com in another story, didn't we? The redirects, including the vanity URLs, which we discussed earlier. And this is to take the home page to PearsonELT.com, but nothing, no child pages, just in case I didn't want to suddenly affect the student resources or the blog.
It's just the English.com page
It's
and
just
not
the
the
home
other
page.
page.
English.com home page to PS.
It's just the home page, Sue.
Yes, just the home page.
Yeah. So can we delete this then, Sue?
Yeah.
And I can mark it as duplicate and then I will just delete. So 173B. I wanted to read the button from all
Okay.
its readers.
So it's clear.
Then One 739. I want to amend all display templates so they appear in search. Place number. Oh, so you are not planning this story for next page, right? See?
Pardon?
The description says it's a placeholder, so can we ignore it for now?
No, it's going to, I'm going to have a spreadsheet of 36 titles affected by Thursday.
Okay.
So it's for this sprint. It's basically, Rachel, the portfolio manager, has realized that you can't search Disney and get all the Disney titles. And that's obvious because they haven't got Disney in the title and they haven't got the Disney word in any of the descriptions or any of the data for those titles. So she is going to amend the titles of the 36 Disney books and give them to me so that when there is a search on the word Disney, those titles come up. Does that make sense?
Okay, so we can do this.
Okay. So I think it's a small change for you guys. I just need to confirm the titles properly.
Okay.
And the one before, removing the ebook button, are you clear on that one? I want to discuss it.
Yes, we are clear on that. On some titles, we'll have one green color round icon ebook available, right? You want us to remove that?
Yeah. For the whole Kids Reader series. Thank you.
Okay. This is ours to. As a web manager, I want to assess effort in separating levels from video standards. But any negative impact in separating levels and
Level and
just to accept.
I can understand the user story. It is only for
Right?
This is an old one and we don't need to look at that one.
Okay. I think these are all old ones, right? See? Or should
Yeah, I've got nothing on the GSC score converter. They haven't told me what they want, so that's not one. This one though, 1470.
Okay.
So one of the difficulties that we have is that, for instance, if somebody searches the word Marvel, I don't think they will get any matches because the title of the book is Marvels, so that's apostrophe S. because I think your search is doing exact matches.
Okay, so just
And obviously people don't always search the exact thing you want them to search. So I thought that perhaps this could be a spike to say what would be the effort to be able to improve the site, the catalogue search.
just a second.
So if you just put Marvel in here,
Okay.
see what happens. Oh, you did it.
Yeah, it's listing the
It's getting marvelous as well, though.
yeah. Yes.
But it's, no, I was wrong. I was wrong there. Then so it's not getting just exact matches. In fact, it's doing the opposite.
Yes.
Finding parts of words as well.
So it's not with the exact matches. Just the text search.
So if you did Marvel with a capital M, would you get just Marvel titles?
Capital N. N. Okay. Okay.
How do you get a search without having George's Marvelous Medicine in it?
It should list only. Oh. Is there any limitation?
There is no
Search.
limitation, so it's just
She wants to have the
wildcard
exact
search only. So if the text is there, so if it is one letter or two letter, it does not matter. If this then definitely it will be listed all the data. It's the actual concept for a search result. No, it won't work because it will directly getting the data from the title, author name, course and series, level, and ISBN. So if we give the exact match words, then definitely it will be listed the entire titles.
Like if we search Marvel's the Avenger, then we will get that only this particular.
Yes, but if we search Marvel's Avenger without the apostrophe, then the search result won't be sure.
Okay.
So we are not including any other search results algorithm. We are just using the wildcard search.
So, do you expect any changes in this, Sue?
No, I think leave that one for now.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay, and then to improve data collection from readers form, so I can improve
Data
customer
collections.
insight.
Okay, so for this one, again, this is about coming back to use of forms. So this is an old one actually, but I think it might be useful for Balaji to just identify how he's building, how the forms are built, how they're pulled into the reader's site to gate the teacher's resources, so that I can look at them and tell me whether it's a Woofer form or a form stack or whether it's code in the page, etc. The other thing needs to be changed really is as a web manager, I would like to audit forms on the reader's site so I can comply with GDPR, basically.
Okay, fine.
So, can you change the title then, Sue?
Yeah, I'll change it.
Okay.
Or you can change it.
Okay. I think it would be better if it's...
Can I do it?
Yeah, yes, please.
Okay, so just keep 1217 and change it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay. Do we have anything else to review, Sue and Shibon?
That's it from me. That's it.
Okay. Okay, then I think we can meet on Thursday. Finalize the stories for next one.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Sue.
Thank you. Thank you,
Bye.
Sue. Thank you, Shibon. Bye.
Bye.